All right, good afternoon. I'm Michael Goldberg. I'm the co-CEO of Edifice Analytics. And thank you so much to Flashstarts for having me. I usually am sending my students. I think I've sent at least 4 students to be in previous programs, and this year it's me. So I sent a note to my students today. I was like, today's the day to heckle me, all my former students that are here. So I'm here to talk to you about a technology that we've developed and are taking to market out of some great research at Case Western Reserve University. The market that we're going after is the North American commercial retrofit market. So anyone that works in or owns a building that was built over 10, 20 years ago knows that there are huge opportunities for energy savings in changing out lighting, changing out HVAC, and changing out roofing. There's a $5 billion annual spend in the US for energy efficiency retrofit. And the way that teams that are working on this, companies that are working in this space, determine the opportunities around energy efficiency is that they typically are sending energy folks on their team to go physically visit a facility. And one of the biggest challenges for this is if you come to Case Western Reserve University, where I work, we've got hundreds of buildings on our campus, and a team of energy auditors may visit 3 or 4 of these buildings and then make an assessment about where the energy savings are across the campus. So there's lots of risk involved in that because they're not getting the most accurate, and they're not using real data. They're just making assumptions based on only a couple of buildings. So Edifice Analytics modernizes energy auditing through automation and advanced data analytics. And let me tell you about how it works. So the beauty about our technology is that it only takes 5 simple questions that we ask our partners to ask. We ask them to provide 15-minute interval data from smart energy meters. We ask to provide the zip code, which tells us about the weather patterns for that area, building square feet, building end use, and number of floors. And then our team has developed over 70 algorithms that go into our sort of data analytics and big data machine that within an hour when you put that in, you get the results of where there are opportunities. And these algorithms that we developed have developed 15 unique markers where we sense, based on the data that we get, that there are opportunities to improve energy efficiency. It could range from plug load savings to HVAC changes to refrigeration size. And the cool thing about our technology is and everybody loves to talk about machine learning and AI, but this is essentially what we have a data science team, and the algorithm keeps getting smarter. So we've run over 2,000 buildings and 32 million square feet over the past 3 years. Our project is funded through a Department of Energy $1.6 million grant from ARPA-E, which is a program within the Department of Energy. And we've had amazing partners ranging from Starbucks to REI to Progressive to Kent State University to Cleveland State. So we've run our technology against these buildings. I just want to tell you about Starbucks. So Starbucks, not surprisingly, because we've all visited there many times, has over 10,000 stores in the US. So during our pilot, we ran our algorithm and our technology against a number of their stores. This is just one that I wanted to share from Fresno, California. We had some insight for them around changing their HVAC schedule. Again, the idea that if you turned on your heating or cooling at the store time instead of in advance, that you might save some energy. But typically, Starbucks had no idea how much money that this would actually save them. So our algorithm, we predicted that it would save them $1,150. And then we were able to chart how accurate we were because they made the change that we recommended. And they basically saved the exact amount of money that we predicted. Our team has put together a dashboard. So it's hard to read from where you're sitting, but now we have a working API and a working dashboard so that our customers can go in and see exactly where there are energy savings opportunities in their commercial buildings. So the team, the one familiarity is that we all have Case Western Reserve University logos after our name. So I teach in the business school, I teach entrepreneurship, I have a background in venture capital, and I also worked for technology companies including AOL and business development roles. My co-CEO, Alexis Abramson, a big loss for Cleveland, recently just took the job as the Dean of Engineering at Dartmouth College, but is still involved in the project and is maintaining an affiliation with Case. Roger French is our COO and CTO, had 25 years at DuPont, teaches in our engineering school, is one of our leading data scientists on campus. And Arash Kalinajad, who's here with me today, is a grad student in our PhD department and is our head data scientist. Just on the customer side of things, there are two customers that really need what we're doing. One is a category called energy service companies. And energy service companies range in size from sort of smaller local players like a Brewer Garrett, which is based right here in Cleveland, to a Sodexo, to a Siemens, to a Johnson Controls. They make their money not on the energy audit. They use the energy audit to determine where there are opportunities for energy savings, but they make their money on the actual contracting for window saving, window replacement or HVAC replacement. So, but it's crucial for them to get that the audit piece right, because they're actually on the hook for savings that they promise their clients. The second customer segment that we're going after are a number that we worked with in our pilot, large retailers with footprints. So Shell, Starbucks, REI, Brookfield Properties, which bought Forest City, which used to own this building. They are interested in seeing, getting insights across their large footprint. And the reason that we address their customer needs, it's actually, there's a few different things that we do for them. So one is this virtual auditing, which I mentioned, allows not having to send physical teams across the country to go step foot in buildings. There's cost reduction opportunities, which you saw from Starbucks. There's mission alignment, and this is actually critical for large retailers like a Starbucks. So Starbucks does a global and social impact report. They are getting audited by, it's not just, sustainability isn't just a nice thing to have anymore. It's actually critical for businesses. It's the right thing to do, but they're also getting audited by their investors as well. So they want to have a double bottom line. They want to save money and save energy and be able to show and quantify what they're doing. And lastly, the consistent accuracy. So our technology, which you can use not only on the initial evaluation, you can sort of see how you're doing along the way. We've talked to many potential clients during this customer discovery process, and clients were saying, we got this initial consultant to come in and tell us about what we should do. We changed the windows, and we don't even know how we're doing. Our technology solves that problem. We have a multi-tier pricing structure. There's a sort of a per, it's a SaaS model. You can either do it on sort of a per building basis or a subscription model, depending on the user that they are. How can you help? So we are a very new startup. We may be the freshest startup. We are just spinning out of the university right now, and we're actively looking for customers. So in our pilot phase, we're now trying to convert a number of the people that we worked with before. We're also looking sort of broadly in the region or outside of folks that we can work with. Again, I want to thank, we had a great intern team this summer, and Charlie and Shannon, thanks for letting me do this instead of sending students here to do it. So thanks for all your time.